What's up guys, Nia here, and today I want to talk about something that I think is very important for young entrepreneurs, business owners just starting out, and it's the topic of resisting temptations. You gotta learn to say no to like 95% of things. So I remember when I started my company, when I started building my media business, I was all over the place, right? I tried to do so many things at once, thinking that I could save time and accomplish more by like throwing my net across these multiple opportunities, multiple ideas, right? And quite frankly, the opposite was what true. The reality is that most of the time when you try to do too many things at once, you do them all not so well, right? So what you want to do is stay focused on what your idea is, your business, your main thing. I touched about it in a previous video when I talked about the book, The One Thing. I gave a nice book review about The One Thing. Maybe we'll link it up here or up here, I don't know. Check that out. And by the way, if you like entrepreneurship videos, business, personal finance videos, make sure you follow my channel to see the latest updates and videos I try and publish every week. I talk about entrepreneurship, about business life, what it's like building something from the ground up, and I really think you could gain value from it. So when I started building my first blog in my media company, this was many years ago, way back, the most important thing I tried to focus on was just publishing new content, right? If you're a blogger or a media company owner, you know what I'm talking about. If you have content sites, brands, YouTube channel, whatever it is, if it's content related, the most important thing that you could do on a daily basis is just publish new content. Just hit record, just hit publish. That's the most important task of your day. Now, it's easier said than done, right? Because you have so many things coming at you from so many different directions that sometimes trying to focus on just one thing seems like an impossible mission. But I want to help you figure it out, and I want to help you understand the importance of why you should, block out all over 95% of things you should block out in your day and just try to be focused on what you want to accomplish today. I literally fought the urge to drift away into other things while I was working on my first site. I wrote the content myself. I just instead tried to focus on creating new content and building my business, right? This went on for years before I was in a better position and I was able to hire the first writers for my blog. I wrote everything myself, I did everything myself, and it was a real battle for me, and I'm sure it is for other people, trying to stay on track and build something that you dreamed about. I have to say that developing the ability to say no to distractions and most things that are not important at this time, that's what made it possible for me to grow my first blog and scale it into a few million people every month who visited it. And that was kind of like the base I had at that time to grow my entire company. So the ability to say no to distractions is, in my personal view, one of the most important things I did when I started out to build my company and to reach the goals, to reach the levels I am today. As a fresh business owner, as a young entrepreneur, no matter what is your niche, no matter what type of business you have, I would suggest to you to think about the little few things that you need to do every day to keep your business growing in the right direction, right? You don't want to grow and just go all over the place. You want to grow in the right direction. That is your goal. And you have to learn to say no to everything else. This is not important right now. This is obviously easier said than done, but it's vital in order to grow and find success. Believe me, you don't want to be that guy who does 100 things and has his hands in so many projects that never see any level of success, right? He looks like he's so busy, he's doing, or she, doesn't matter, looks like he's doing so many things, and from the outside looking in, it could look like, oh my God, this guy is so successful, but he never really finds success because he's doing too much and he's not going to find the level of expertise and the focus needed to kill it, right? Instead, strive to be the guy who does only a few things, or maybe even just one thing, but you kill it and you become the best in your field. Now, I want to give you a quick few examples of everyday things that can, and situations that can distract you from your goal, and you need to say no to them and you need to steer them away when you try to focus. All right, so the number one thing that distracts you from your focus is your phone, right? Your phone is the number one time killer, hands down. There's never been any device or situation in history that stole so much of our time and focus instead of the mobile phone. Right? The phone is always next to you. It always vibrates or beeps when something happens, when something's going on, and most of the time it's not really something that important. It immediately distracts you from what you are doing, cuts your whole rhythm of the work. My tip is to just put your phone away, even put it in another room if you can. And even if you do this for just 1 hour or a few hours every day, you'll be surprised by the amount of work and focus that you can accomplish once you don't have that beeping sound all the time and another text message and another email. Once you grow away from that and form the habit of working without your mobile phone next to you, you will see that your level of focus gets much higher. All right, the second thing that can distract you from your goals is family and friends. This is a hard thing to do, maybe the hardest, but it's vital to find success and find your focus, right? Friends and family can easily distract you from what's important to you. Maybe they don't share your aspirations and goals, right? Whoever it is, it could be your brothers, could be your wife, it could be just even some of your close friends that don't share your aspirations or goals. You have to learn to say no to friends who want to convince you to go out tonight and party and waste money and waste time. That's right, that's the most important thing. Waste your time when you know what you actually need to do is sit down and finish these important tasks that you need to do that will get you one step closer to your goal. All right, guys, number three from things you should say no to potentially is business opportunities, right? This sounds so tempting, so right? Not all the time. This is a tough one, but hear me out. Along the way, as an entrepreneur and a business owner, you will get opportunities to partner with other people and do things that they ask you to do based on your skills and expertise. And it could be someone you just heard of you, or you met him at a conference or whatever. And he offers you a great business idea that you can partner on and help each other out. But you need to ask yourself this question: is this going to grow me in the right direction for me? Or is it just going to take me away from what I want to achieve and, just in order to make a quick buck, right? To earn a few extra dollars. The most important thing in this line is me, right? Sometimes you have to be selfish as a business owner and ask yourself, is this going to help my business? Is this going to help my goals and not the other person, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to think like every business idea that you hear or get proposed to is a bad idea. Not all business opportunities are wrong for you, but if you can, try and say no to offers that take you further away from what your goal is, and try to say yes to offers that, help you get there. The fourth thing you should say no to keep you focused on your goal is buying stuff you don't need. This is something that happens for so many people that I know or heard of, right? This is more an advice for the advanced business owner, someone who already found some kind of success and has something going for him. But it is an important point to remember. When you finally find some success, things are going great, things are going better, you have money coming in, cash flow, you make a profit, awesome. You might start to think, I got this thing down, I know how to do it, like I'm a real business owner, right? And you get overconfident. Confidence is key, don't get me wrong. Confidence is a very important thing, specifically in business, but you don't want to be overconfident, right? You start to spend money on other things and things that doesn't really help your business to grow. And like I said, it's not a bad idea, it's not a bad thing if you make money and you want to buy yourself something nice every now and then or whatever. But when you start to spend money regularly on things that don't help you continue to grow, that's a mistake. You don't really help your business, you don't really help yourself. The most important thing that happens when you start spending money on other things is that you neglect your craft. You start to forget how you got to where you got right now, right? You start spending less time improving your craft and instead try to improve other things, maybe impress your friends or whatever. These things are not important. This is a mistake. You should always remain focused on your goals, and when things are going your way, to grow even further and not get distracted. This is why you say no to 95% of things and you stay focused on your goal. I hope this video brought you value. If you liked it, please share, hit the like button, share it with your friends, maybe comment down below on things that you noticed about your life that try to distract you from your goals, and tell me about that. And like always, I'll see you in the next video.